This is the 2026 Subaru Trailseeker. It is 100% electric, but don't let that scare you. It is the most powerful Subaru ever made, and it might just be the most practical one too. Most electric cars feel fragile. They feel like they belong in a city parking garage. But the Trailseeker was built for the mud. It was built for people who still like to go outside and actually do things. In this video, I'm going to walk you around this machine. We'll look at the metal, the seats, and the battery. I'll tell you exactly what it costs, starting at $39,995, and I'll tell you if it's worth trading in your old gas-powered Outback for it. Stick with me until the end, because I found one feature in the trunk that I have never seen in another car, and it's going to change how you go camping forever. Let's start at the front. The first thing you notice is that it actually looks like a Subaru. It has a face. It doesn't look like a giant computer mouse. See that glowing logo? That's the new signature for Subaru's electric line. But look below it at the bumper. That's where the real work happens. The bumper is made of a special heavy-duty resin. It is black and textured. If you hit a stray rock or a shopping trolley, you won't be running to the paint shop. It's built to take a hit and keep going. Now look at the headlights. These are adaptive LEDs. That's a fancy way of saying they move when you turn the steering wheel. If you're driving down a dark country lane in the UK or a windy road in Maine, these lights show you what's around the corner before you get there. There's also a skid plate down here. It's not just for looks. It protects the batteries from rocks and debris. The hood is long and flat. It gives you a great view of the road. It makes the car feel substantial. You feel protected behind this much metal. Moving to the side, you can see how big this car really is. It is 6 inches longer than the Solterra and an inch taller. It's about the size of a classic Outback, but it sits higher. It has 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Most city SUVs only have 6. This means you can drive through deep snow without getting stuck. Let's talk about the wheels. You can get 18-inch or 20-inch alloys. If you value a soft, comfortable ride, stay with the 18s. They have more rubber on the sidewall, which acts like an extra cushion for your back. Notice the roof rails. They aren't the flimsy kind. These are raised rails. They can hold 700 pounds when the car is parked. You can put a tent up there or 2 heavy kayaks. It is ready for a real adventure, not just a trip to the mall. The doors open nearly 90 degrees. If you have trouble getting into low cars, you will love this. You just slide in. You don't have to climb or crouch. The back of the Trailseeker is very boxy. Boxy is good. Boxy means you can fit more stuff inside. The tail lights wrap around the sides. It makes the car look wider and more stable on the highway. But let's look inside the trunk. The power gate is standard. You just wave your foot under the bumper and it opens. Inside, you have over 31 cubic feet of space. That is a lot of room for suitcases or gardening supplies. The floor is perfectly flat. There is no hump to lift heavy items over. And here is that secret I mentioned. Under the floor, there is a dedicated spot for your charging cables and a full-size storage bin. In the limited and touring models, there is even a 120-volt power outlet back here. You can plug in a coffee maker, a power tool, or an air pump for your tires. The rear bumper has integrated step points. You can stand on the bumper to reach the roof rack easily. It's a small detail, but it shows that Subaru engineers actually use their own cars. Now, let's talk about where you'll spend your time. The cabin. It's quiet. Very quiet. Because there is no engine, you can actually have a conversation without shouting. The dashboard has a 14-inch screen. It's huge. But wait, don't worry. Subaru kept the physical knobs for the volume and the temperature. Thank you, Subaru. You don't have to look at a screen to turn up the heat. You can do it by feel while keeping your eyes on the road. The seats are covered in StarTex. It feels like soft leather, but it's water repellent. If you get in with a wet raincoat or if the grandkids spill a drink, it doesn't matter. It wipes clean with a cloth. If you live in a cold climate, the touring model has a radiant leg heater. It warms up the space under the steering wheel to keep your knees and shins warm. No more freezing legs in the winter. The rear seats are just as good. Because the floor is flat, There is no middle tunnel. 3 adults can sit in the back without their knees touching their chins. It feels like a living room on wheels. Let's talk about the go part. This car has 2 electric motors, one in the front, one in the back. That is symmetrical all-wheel drive. It has 375 horsepower. That makes it the quickest Subaru you can buy. It goes from 0 to 60 in just 4.4 seconds. You get about 280 miles of range on a full charge. For most of us, that's a week of driving. When you do need a charge, it takes about 28 minutes to go from 10% to 80% at a fast charger. It can tow 3,500 pounds. That's a small trailer, a couple of motorcycles, or a small boat. Now the price. The premium starts at $39,995. The limited is $43,995. And the top-of-the-line touring is $48,055. So, is the 2026 Trailseeker a real Subaru? Yes. It's rugged, it's safe, and it's very easy to live with. It's not a spaceship. It's a tool. A very fast, very quiet, very capable tool. If you're ready to stop paying for petrol, but you aren't ready to give up your weekend adventures, this is the car for you. If you want to see how this car handles a deep mud test against the Toyota EV, click the video right here on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest reviews. I'll see you in the next one.